Okay, next up is From Paris with Love, and this is a huge letdown. There are some who thought that Travolta was going to be off his game on this film, but really, and I say that because considering the fact that his son died while in the middle of filming this. But he's actually the only lone bright spot and the only refreshing thing in this film. His energy is off the charts here and the best it's been in a very long time. However, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, an actor who I normally like, is just walking through this film doing his best performance Ethan Hawke impersonation. Now, this film, unlike most action films, doesn't suffer from the overusage of explosions and high impact. It actually suffers from being generic and not having enough of those aspects, believe it or not, to make this maybe a somewhat more watchable or better film. Maybe this film would have felt so drony if it had more of that stuff, quite frankly. Now, this film is of course set in Paris, in case you didn't get it by now. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers stars as James Rhys, an assistant to an American diplomat attempting to work his way up the covert operative ladder. And minutes after getting engaged to a local woman named Caroline, played by, her name's hard to pronounce, Cassia Smutniak, Rhys gets his chance at the promotion. What does he need to do? He needs to work with Charlie Wax, an American operative, while he's on a mission in Paris. That mission, a series of completely random chase and shoots with a Chinese kitchen staff, drug dealers with involving cocaine, and yada 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 yada. All in the service of national security, I might add. Anyway, how it gets there, however, involves one of the most spectacularly brain-dead twists in action movie history. Now, a twist that's surprising only in the fact that you wouldn't possibly even think a writer would choose something like that because it's so obvious, if that makes any sense. Now, Travolta really gave it his all here, and I feel bad for the poor guy because given everything that was going on in his life at the time of this film, if he had better material and a better screenwriter and a better director, he might have been able to really run with this film. I think the character of Charlie Wax might have been very good in a good, just solid R-rated action film with smart writing and more wittier dialogue. Myers and Smutniak do nothing for me here, and neither does this film, quite frankly. So I've seen a lot worse, but I've also seen a trillion times better, so I give From Paris with Love 2 stars out of 5. But if you thought my review was vague, well, so is this film, so sue me.